Hello, my beautiful Leos. I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a little bit since I've uploaded, I think 3 or 4 days. Sorry about that, guys. We have a stray cat that showed up here pregnant. And so we let her in, and we have a covered back porch. And she had kittens. So they're so cute. So anyway, that's why I haven't uploaded in 2 or 3 days. So apologies for that, but I will be back to uploading on a regular schedule again now that she's had him and we've got a place fixed inside for her. We've got a little like playpen set up, so she's in there and she's safe and the kittens are safe. So everybody's happy. All right, Leo, we're doing a little bit of a different tarot spread today, so bear with me. This is going to be a general love reading for singles for the month of March. So we're going to see what's possibly going to be coming in. If you're looking for love, then this reading is for you. All right, so let's get going. You have the 2 of Cups reversed on the bottom. Okay, Leo. First, this first row, these first 3 cards here represent kind of like the scene setters, like what the energy overall is for the month. So you have the 8 of Wands in reverse, you have the Sun, and then you have the 9 of Wands. My goodness, we have a lot of energy floating around here for you guys in the month of March. Now, the 8 of Wands, usually it's very quick energy. It's very, creative, fast energy that is coming through. It's reversed. So that's showing a slowdown, could be a delay. It could be that even your energy is unfocused. You don't know where to put it. So if you are interested in love and you're looking for love, this definitely feels like you're not sure where you're going to find it. You're looking all over the place and you're wishing that it was coming in pretty fast, but because you're scattered and you don't know where to look, the universe is like, she's confused, so I don't know where she really wants to go with us. He or she, I say she, but don't mind me, I mean he or she, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's look at the Sun. I love the Sun. It is definitely a yes card. It is definitely, it represents abundance. It represents, whatever wish you have. It means manifesting dreams. I mean, look at this card. She is so happy. She's so exuberant. Her arms are outstretched and she's receiving all of the energy from the Sun. And it reminds me of a sunflower. I love that. I love sunflowers. So this tells me that you're definitely open for love. You are looking for love. You are really charismatic and people are going to be drawn to you as long as you are your authentic self. So instead of focusing on looking at, well, where am I going to meet this person? Focus on yourself. They will come to you. You don't have to go to them. So let's look at the 9 of Wands. Determination. She is standing there. She's looking all fierce and just sassy. And she's like, you know what? I've built this on my own. This is what I've created with my own hands. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let someone else take it from me. So this is very much a stand your ground, resilience, defiance, whatever you want to call her stance here, She's looking forward to what's to come. She's definitely, if there's any difficulties that's coming her way, she's going to get through them. She's not going to let them weigh her down. She's not going to let them distract her from the end goal. She knows that she's put in the energy, she's put in the creativity and the work, and that she's so close to getting what she wants. So close to getting what she wants. So let's look here. So the way this works, this tarot spread, that's why I said bear with me a little bit. This is a little new for me. This card shows the potential for the outcome. It's the energy where it's going, right? That's what these two stand for. And this is what the outcome is. But this kind of gives a snapshot into these two because it's connected. It's overlapping these two. So you have the Ten of Pentacles here. I mean, hello. That's like outside of the Ten of Cups. I'd say this is my favorite card when it comes to the tens. You've got everything you want here. You have an abundant family. You have an abundant family life. You have an abundant career. It looks to me like you're definitely moving in a direction of being in a partnership, of being in a position where you're building a legacy. Now, I always think of legacies as, those are the gifts that you leave to the next generation. It doesn't have to be children. If you want children, there's plenty here. If you don't want children, that's okay. It can just mean the legacy that you're leaving for the very next generation. You don't have to personally have children or want children. So, Spirit is saying, focus on yourself. Not in a I'm all that kind of way, but in a self-love, I am enough, I am beautiful kind of way. And the energy, the fire energy that you're looking for a companion, for a partnership, will come to you. This energy will focus and it'll head your way. And you will be very, very happy. So let's look at the Ten of Wands. Interesting that you have two tens here in the second row. So the Ten of Wands usually depicts someone that's carrying a heavy burden. They have really reached the end of their rope with carrying all that they can carry. They just can't do it anymore. They're ready to put it down. Ten of Wands reversed. I mean, you have these responsibilities. You have these things that you have to do, right? It can be worries, thoughts. It can be obligations. The fact that this is reversed is telling me that you're hesitant to let them go. You are hesitant to put down those obligations, those sometimes even the expectations of others. So like if your parents want you to maybe marry a certain person or date a certain person, as in they have to be a certain professional level. So maybe you're dating someone who is a mechanic, or you like someone who's a mechanic, and your parents want you to date a lawyer or a doctor. That kind of obligation or pressure from a loved one that's saying, you know what, you need to, stop messing around with, those people, whatever those people are. And you need to look for a more serious relationship with someone who has higher potential. And that's their view. That's their expectations being pushed onto you. And that's a heavy, heavy burden. And it's like you can't quite let go of that. You want to be free, and you want to be yourself. You want to be able to date who you want. But it's like you've got one foot here, and you got one foot here ready to fight, ready to handle those difficult conversations that you may have to have with others. But you are not, right now you're not willing to have them. You're more comfortable clinging to their ideals for you. You're just not quite ready to completely turn your back or close your ears off to whoever is saying, look, you can do better than this. In their eyes, they feel that you can do better. It doesn't matter if you're happy or not. They're only looking at it from their perspective. They're not looking at it from your perspective. Okay, so let's look at the outcome as a whole. Very interesting. You have the Seven of Wands. She's in her own little bubble here. So she knows. I love the way this this deck describes this card. The opening, I think, is something along the lines of like, haters gonna hate. And I just, I love that. And this is so true. Here, you have found a balance between shutting out other people's opinions of your relationships, other people's expectations of your relationships, and putting your happiness and your wants and your wishes first. So she's in a bubble. She's of her own making. She's put herself here. She recognizes that there are going to be people that disagree with her decisions, that disagree with the choices that she may or may not make, and she's fine with that. She is very much at one with her own inner light, and she's very calm. She is ready to accept what Spirit wants to bring her, and she is ready to accept her choices and her roles and her ability to handle the situation. So to me, this is very much the yoga type card. Like she has learned to balance herself, and she's learned to accept that there are going to be people that are always going to disagree with her, but there will be people that accept her for who she is and her decisions. She has fully accepted herself. So she's worked on the self-love, and she is ready to let her true self shine. So for the month of March, it seems like you have a very good chance of meeting someone, Leo. Some of you are going to meet people in the month of March. However, it also looks like there is going to be some friction between who you truly are and how you want to show yourself to the world, and how your family or friends may treat you and your decisions. They may feel like you are being a little too laissez-faire with your love interests. You may not be, in their eyes, they may feel like you're not really taking a moment to evaluate the relationship and say, okay, is this going to be a good relationship for me, or is this not really going to work out? They may feel that you are kind of childishly running into relationships instead of taking a moment to go, okay, let's not just run head first into this. Let's think about it. But overall, for the month of March, you're really going to learn to balance that. You're going to learn to say, I hear what you say. I hear your concerns. I hear your, your cautionary tales, or, whatever. And I acknowledge them, but I have to go with my own personal feelings. I have to go with what feels right for me. So I can close off those negative voices that might want to constantly whisper in your ear. And I can focus on the partnerships and the love and the relationships that I truly want to manifest in my life. And it seems like you definitely have a chance here. This feels like when you embrace yourself, your true self, where you're authentic and you're not putting on a mask and you're not trying to manipulate others, it looks like you're going to have a good chance to meet someone. Almost like you meet someone, maybe someone introduces you to someone, or maybe you meet them in a kind of an unusual way. This feels very much like a random meeting, like you maybe accidentally bump into someone. So be aware of that. If your friends want you to go out, I would go out. I mean, there's many kids here. There's 2 people here. It definitely feels like you're going to meet someone in a public setting. So keep your eyes and ears open for that, and be aware of that. But ultimately, it's going to be up to you. You have to balance yourself, that inner voice, that inner light, and the expectations of others. Leo, I hope you enjoyed this snapshot into what March may bring you in the love department. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if this resonated with you. If you're having any issues with maybe parents or siblings or friends that are like, "Ugh, I can't believe you want to date so-and-so." I've totally been there. So if you got something out of this reading, which I hope you did, hit that like button, tap that subscribe button, and ding that bell notification. It lets you know when I upload new videos. And I will see you next time. I wish you much love and light, Leo. Bye.